Your first day, North team practice. How do you feel like you did out there today? How do you feel like you adjusted to the tempo?
It was decent. Definitely, it was a lot thrown at me in one day. So I'm looking for a better, much more improved second day.
Can you just discuss what you were hoping to show here this week? I mean, obviously a decorated career. We had a monster career at Nebraska. What are you hoping to show these NFL scouts? And
just a guy who's coachable, a guy who can adjust, a guy who's not systematic. Just a few things.
Saw you look extremely comfortable. Not that, for those of us who are familiar with your game, very familiar and comfortable with the pass routes, but it seems like that's where you excelled today. Can you talk about matching up on those linebackers and safeties and stuff, and how you feel
Definitely.
like you got there?
It's a huge part of the game. Passing game, it's become more of a passing league, so it's vital to be able to run efficient routes and to get separation and get open so you can catch the ball.
The flip side of that, pass protection. I think that's one of the things that they're going to study about these running backs. You feel, how are you adjusting to that and having to block these guys coming off the end?
Well, I mean, it's pretty much understood that we're always at a disadvantage when we're blocking. They're bigger and stronger than us, but we have to be technically sound to compensate for that, and that's what I'm hoping to learn more this week.
Is there a back that you looked up to growing up, or somebody you studied either in different parts of the game? It could be in pass pro, it could be, any of those guys that you looked up to?
I'm a big believer in following people who do it the right way on and off the field, and there's no better person at my position than Work Done, in my opinion. So that's the guy who I follow growing up a lot, and I hope I have a decorated career like he did in the NFL.
I promise, that was probably my favorite player growing up. And
Work Done.
That's who I had in my head.
Definitely.
And I see a lot of you.
I would love to meet him one day. Work Done.
He's definitely the right guy to look up to. I've met him. He's a great guy. But with this process, what are you hoping to accomplish mainly following this week? What do you hope to say about your experience here?
Just that I got better with each day. That's what it's about. First day, and we knew we were going to shake off a little rust. We knew it was going to be a little, off a little bit. Been a month removed from football, but every day just proving these coaches that you are coachable, that you are willing to learn and listen, and put your pride aside and just get better with the team.
Any sense of pride with you got 3 Big Ten backs with you? I mean, these guys kind of taking over the backfield. You guys talked about that a little bit?
Yeah, man. This has been a huge year for running backs for the Big Ten. I couldn't be more proud. I know those guys work their tails off in the offseason just like I do. To prove myself as one of the better backs in the country. And these guys are, they're elite backs in my opinion.
Were there any guys that you went against today that kind of caught your attention? Guys that you were facing in practice?
Definitely. I played against him during the season, but Curtis Drummond, for sure. Curtis Drummond's a great player. Guys who I played with today, Tony Lippett on the flip side, both with Michigan State, made some plays today. Pollard from USC, Luke from Cincinnati. A couple guys were out there, man, making plays, and I'm glad they're on my team.
Luke ain't a little guy.
Not at all.
Does he got muscles on top of muscles?
Seems like it. Seems like it.
All right, I'm gonna put you on the spot here. Last one for me. Super Bowl pick. Who do you have?
That's tough. I have to go Seahawks.
Seahawks. Running back guy, or you just Seahawks fan, or stick with beast mode?
Being from Alabama, I don't have a pro team, but I guess running back guy. Then running back guy. I'm gonna stick with beast mode. And the Seahawks, I feel like the defense is pretty complete. They know how to show up in big games. I feel like so. I'll give them the edge.
Is there any guy from Nebraska actually that we need to be looking for maybe here next year? Who's next up?
Well, maybe not here next year, but next up in line, you got Malik Collins, D tackle. I feel like he's going to be one of the top tackles taken whenever he goes. Nate Gary, safety. Nate's a freak of nature. Leroy Alexander, another safety as well. Terrell Newby, running back behind me. I'm looking for him to do great things, as well as another running back, Mikael Wilborn as well. It's a couple guys coming up. So.
Have you had a chance to talk to Coach Riley since he's taken over?
A couple times, but never in like a long extended period. So didn't really get to meet him that much. But he's a good guy, so I'm sure he's going to do well.